What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my studio. So I just got finished seeing Deadpool and Wolverine on my phone. If you don't want any spoilers, I will advise you not to watch this video because there are tons of surprises that you never saw coming. So I'm gonna break down from characters to story to spoilers towards the end. So for starters, we're gonna break down the characters. First up is Deadpool. Deadpool, once again, is being Deadpool, being funny as always, being comedic, and sometimes being a Fruit Loop, being gay, sometimes with the horny jokes. Ryan Reynolds once again did a good job on the Deadpool character, bringing the comedic slash serious moments into the character to life. Because when you're in the MCU, yeah, you best believe that you're gonna bring one character to life from one another. And Deadpool can fight in the game. In the opening of the movie, just like the first two films, Deadpool and Wolverine went all out with the NSYNC Bye Bye song while he's fighting these police officers looking dudes. I forgot their name, but they're from the comics and they're from the TV show and they exist. He was so busy fighting and dancing to the NSYNC song, and it was probably one of the funniest things I've seen. I was watching it this morning all the way up to 12 o'clock afternoon. It was a longer movie, but I feel like it was worth it. I feel like I wanted more. I wanted to see more and more cameos from Deadpool Wolverine. So Deadpool completely stole the show for me, in my opinion. And shout out to Hugh Jackman, because we never thought we'd see the day of Hugh Jackman wearing the yellow suit for the first time in almost 20 years. Because they've been teasing him wearing the mask since the Wolverine film, but he never got a chance to wear it. And when I say that we got a lot of surprises in this film, we have. There are so many Wolverine variants from the comics in this movie. We got to see the Weapon X Wolverine. We got to see the burgundy and orange suit Wolverine. We get to see the suit wearing Wolverine. We get to see the short Wolverine, like probably the most comic accurate short Wolverine that you're ever gonna get for a split second. And then we cut to the last scene, the scene that we saw in the trailer of Hugh Jackman's Logan in the bar getting drunk, getting toe up because he's miserable. And so then we see Deadpool bringing Wolverine from the portal, and he's wearing the yellow suit. And Hugh Jackman, like I said, definitely saved this movie because I love him so much as Wolverine. He'll bring into any version of the character to life. Same with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. But Hugh Jackman's Wolverine definitely saved me some grace, in my opinion. Just the two of them fighting against each other was probably the best part. The fight choreography in this film is just fantastic. It's gory and violent, and it's a lot of fun. The white works were perfect for this film. But my favorite part of the film is when him and Deadpool were fighting a lot of Deadpools, including Lady Pool. Shout out to Blake Lively. I heard her voice. She was great. She was funny. All of them was great to shoot Wade's Deadpool, but he was using another Deadpool, and he was, I gotta say, the biggest disappointment from that character was he didn't really do anything. I wanted to see him do a lot. So Deadpool ends up using another Deadpool as a shield when he doesn't want to get shot. Got his head blown off as well. But my favorite part also is when he was holding these two golden guns. Wolverine's like, yeah, I'm ready to turn up. But if you remember in the first clip of the trailer, the second trailer, when we see Wolverine and Deadpool walking together, looking at something, they was agreeing to fight. The moment he put that mask on, from the moment I saw Hugh Jackman put on that mask, after all these years, from the moment he put it on, my mind was going places when I saw him put it on for the first time. I was like, yes, that's the Wolverine I know. The only thing missing was the shoulder pads though, but other than that, man, who cares? The man's got the mask on. That was really all that mattered to me though. And he looked so good with it too. Him and Deadpool fighting all of these Deadpools while the soundtrack from the trailer was playing, that was perfect. That was beyond fantastic of what I saw from Deadpool and Wolverine. When I say that, if you don't want any spoilers, do not watch this video, I meant that. We got Blade, we got Elektra, we got Gambit of all people, and we got X-23. The best part about this movie was Blade. Wesley Snipes returned as Blade. Yo, I don't think y'all realize how grateful I am with Kevin Feige when he gave us something that a lot of us never thought would happen. When all of this was confirmed, we actually got to see everybody. But the biggest character that it was rumored that Channing Tatum was not going to come back as Gambit. He was going to have his own movies and everything, whether he's going to play the character or not. So it turns out that he was in this movie. And he looks exactly how his comic counterpart looked. And he didn't even talk like him too. Like he talking black, like he has a black accent. He was perfect for Gambit. He was perfect for Gambit. And when I saw him with the car thing, I was like, I know daggone well they did not put him in this movie. They did. And when I saw this in the car, I was so excited mentally and physically, but I didn't want to like get all crazy in the car in front of my mother and my grandmother when I was taking them out. But the best part. But then the fight scenes with Elektra and Blade and them, they all look like Power Rangers when they started doing that pose. Like they just got finished fighting and then they went to go fight some more. But another part that I really loved was Cassandra Nova when she was digging into Logan's mind about why he left the X-Men, because his fellow X-Men died in battle and he felt kind of guilty from leaving. Because anytime when they call him, he always walks away, and he always did that. So Logan was feeling very guilty of what happened. And so we all thought like he was gonna like be free. Like I was trying to figure out like, what are you talking about being free? But then I realized that it was all in his head, that she was trying to like use some of his mind tricks to get back at him or whatever though. But the part when they was talking about Professor X, of how he meant the world to the X-Men, that was just the craziest part ever. So the part when they opened up the portal, like we seen in the trailer, Wolverine and Deadpool went back in time to fix it and correct what was broken in their timeline. Logan dying, Deadpool losing his girlfriend, and now she doesn't want to be with him anymore. So the best part about this was seeing Wolverine still wearing the mask while stopping Cassandra Nova from messing with that time machine thing. And Deadpool was trying to stop it, but Wolverine comes in and he helps him refix the timeline. And Cassandra was like blown to pieces. She got disintegrated like that. So after that, we've seen Logan and Deadpool hanging out, wondering if we're ever going to see Wolverine again. He said, probably not. Probably for a while. But then, towards the end of the film, we got to see everybody. From Elektra, the characters from the Deadpool second film. We got to see X-23. We've seen Logan and Wade together. And then we've seen the mask of Deadpool and Wolverine towards the end. And then we've seen Wade's, I guess, ex-girlfriend holding his hand. He was like, you don't have to be with me if you want. But then she realized that I don't think he really meant that. She was just holding his hand. Like they're still together or not. I was watching this movie on my movie app, so I didn't really get a chance to see the post-credit If I see you on YouTube, then they'll probably just let me know what's up. But other than that, man, I really enjoyed this film a lot. I had a good time watching it, and I knew from the moment the trailers came out, all of the rumors being confirmed, this movie was gonna hit the spot. Like it literally hit different for me. So I'm gonna give this movie 8.9 out of 10. Maybe it's because of the pacing. That was the issue. It felt kind of rushed a little bit, but everything else was pure entertainment for me. And I got what I wanted, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Kevin Feige has in stores for the big debut of the X-Men. Because that's what this movie did. It definitely set up the debut of the X-Men. We got to see Wolverine in the suit. We got to see X-23, and we got to see Gamma for the first time. But Elektra and Blade, that was probably the best part about this film. And it gave Wesley Snipes a toupee wig from the first film. And one more thing I forgot to mention before I end this video. You know Chris Evans, aka Captain America? Well, he wasn't in this movie. He was the Human Torch. And yeah, that one shocked me as well. But he got destroyed. The fan service in this movie was pretty good and bad at the same time. It was good to see Elektra, Blade, X-23, Gambit, and they gave him something to do without being killed off. And I like that the Human Torch was back in the movie, and they gave him the old uniform from the first two Fantastic Four films. But he got killed off by Cassandra Nova, unfortunately. So, like I said, 8.9 out of 10. I had a good time with this movie. What are your thoughts on this movie? Have you seen it yet? Let me know in the comments down below, and y'all take care.